There's a very specific silence that happens in your body when you realize that you might be in the wrong room. For me, it was when the choreographer said that this audition was going to be heavy in foundation. The foundation in question, pop locking. My foundation, well, let's just say the building was not up to code. Welcome to the Kool Down. My name is Caleb, and I need to tell you about the audition that I walked out of. So I got the email from my agent a day before the audition. Standard information, height requirements, male, female, a few styles, nothing specific, nothing highlighted. So it was very vague, and it was an open audition. When I saw open audition, I immediately was like, no, I don't want to do it. But then I saw who it was for, and I was like, I might do this. So I'm toying around with it, right? Now, mind you, this is the day before the audition. So I'm scouring the internet and trying to find people who know about it, and I couldn't find friends or even on the internet to figure out what's going on. This audition was like a ghost. So the day of the audition comes. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm gonna go. I talk to a friend who convinces me to go, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. So I arrive, I check in, and when I walk into the room, now this room is a standard, standard dance studio room. It's got a mirror on one wall, it's got two sides, and then, when you enter the room, it's got stairs that go on the left and right side of the room. On the left side is a panel of like 5 or 6 people. So I'm scanning the panel, trying to be aware of my surroundings. I'm scanning one person, don't know him, don't know him, don't know him. Wait a second. I've taken a class from you before. Okay, cool. Don't know you, don't know you. Saw the choreographer, don't know you. Okay. All right, I know one person. Here we go. So I signed in and I like start stretching and I see a few people that I know from other auditions, from dance jobs, whatever it was. I had them and I kind of get focused and I'm feeling good. I'm wearing all black and I have my pink Biggie button-up shirt on, so I'm like standing out a little bit, but able to take it off if I need to, kind of vibe. Now, with open auditions, a lot of things that I have, a gripe about, but none of that was present for this audition. It went very, very smooth at the beginning. And we started right on time. So as soon as 3 o'clock hits, choreographer comes up. He's like, hey, welcome to the audition. This is for so-and-so, clap it up, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, this is gonna be a heavy foundations audition. I need you to lock into your pop locking bag. And I said, I don't have a bag. I don't have a bag to dig through. I look, what? So I'm like, Now I saw this pop locking on on the audition information, but it was the way it was presented made it seem like it was for freestyle stuff. Like, hey, we love these styles, and here are the styles listed: pop locking. It had roller skating on there, like all these cool things. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Like I don't need to do that, but it'd be nice to have. But again, cool. Audition starts. First 8 count comes. Woo, we're coming out the gate hot. Okay. Second 8 count comes. Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. Third 8 count comes. What is happening to me right now? Why can't I get this right now? Fourth 8 count comes. Oh, wait a second. Wait, I got this one. Fifth 8 count comes. I'm still trying to figure out the first three 8 counts, but we okay, we good, we good. And we go through the rest of it. It's a very quick process. Now, my pickup game is good, right? But when I am met with a style that I'm not 100% familiar with or I don't have any foundation in, that pickup skill kind of goes down a little bit. And what I found was I was getting the movement, but the feeling and the rhythm of it, I was just like, this is foreign to me. And it was obvious. At least I thought in the moment. So they split us up into two groups. We go back and forth, back and forth. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's a space thing. Maybe I don't have enough space to move around. That's why I'm not getting it. I'm trying to figure out all the things to do, all the tricks, the tips and tricks to get my body, my brain, and just to get this right and not freak out. But as time went on, the freak out intense, and I was like, this has happened before in auditions, but not to this level. Why is this happening? So they do more groups. They split the groups up even smaller, and then they have the one group they split up smaller, face each other, and they start the song from the beginning to the end, and we just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And at this point, I've decided I need to leave. This is not the room for me. So my bag is on the right side of the room. At each turn that the group goes, the focus is pulled left and right. So I take that moment to grab my bag and go closer and closer and closer to the exit. I get to the exit, I pick up my bag, I'm like, here we go. I get up the 3 stairs, and there's a cameraman standing in the doorway. He has space on my left, his right side, and I try to sneak through. But he sidesteps and stops me. I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, excuse me. He shifts over, and that 3 to 5 seconds felt like 3 to 5 minutes, and it was just so pressurized and very just like, what am I doing in this moment? So I run out of the room. I walk, but I'm like practically running at this point. And I'm like sweating, both from the dancing, but also from just the decision that I just made. And I get out the door and I'm going through the labyrinth of this parking lot to get to my car. And I pick up my phone instinctively and I'm like, okay, I need to figure out a reason just in case something happens or whatever. But the word emergency comes up and I'm like, I'm just gonna use that in case. Now, I'm halfway through and then all of a sudden I hear, yo, my heart drops. And I'm contemplating on turning around or just boogieing out of there. I'm like, don't run, don't run, don't run. I turn around and it's one of the guys from the panel. He's like, yo, are you good? I said, okay, here we go. The words slipped out of my mouth before I could process, but I was like, yeah, I just have an emergency. He's like, oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure that, we didn't offend you or anything like that. Oh, no, I'm good, I just have an emergency. And so I start walking more and more. He's like, okay, well, I hope you come back. And then he said something else, but I was like too far gone to like listen to it. And so I get to my car and I like put my phone down to turn the car on, blast the AC. And I'm like, I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. The first time ever. And I call my mom and I'm like on my way home and I'm just calling her and talking her through it and like just figuring out for me really if I made the right decision, if that decision was even the right one to make. So yeah, I walked out and I'm still not fully sure if I'm proud of myself for listening to my body or disappointed that I didn't push through. Maybe both can be true at the same time. But I think the lesson that I'm taking from this is not every room that you walk into is a room that you're ready for, but that doesn't mean that you don't belong in the building. It just means your foundation needs work. So I'm curious, have you ever been into a room where your body knew before your brain? This has been the Kool Down. I am Caleb. Make good choices.